Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to today's video where we make a start by removing the diesel engine out of the Mark 4 Golf. First and foremost, I want to thank each and every one of you that have subscribed already. I've just hit over 200 subscribers. For me, that is a massive milestone. So to each and every one of you, thank you already. And if you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to click that subscribe button. And don't forget to click the bell icon as well, because that will then notify you when I next upload a video. There's plenty more content to come on the Mark 4 Golf. Now, first and foremost, what I'm going to do is just remove the window wipers that will allow us to take the scuttle panel off, because under here, I don't know if you can see it through there maybe, the ECU is situated there. We can get to all the wiring there, and also there's plugs under here as well that goes to the interior loom, so we need to disconnect them as well, and that looks cracked, so that is no good. And there as well, so we will be needing a new one of these. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the cover off here. That is the part of the engine loom that runs under there, just so it makes life easier when we're disconnecting wires, etc., and we need to pull them out, we can do so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a start by taking all that out, and then I'll come back in, show you guys just what I'm up to and so on. Right, with all of that now removed, we can access the ECU, and what we need to do is unscrew two, I think, 10mm bolts. Yeah, there's one there and one under there. That will then reveal 5 or 6 connectors to the interior loom. Now, first and foremost, before you do any electrical work on a car, just make sure you disconnect the battery. Now, to remove the ECU, just 2 pull-out tabs there. Get in there. Pull them out. Like that, like so. And that should just pull like that. There we go, it's one. The other one's in there. There we go, so that's 2. So the ECU is now disconnected. So I'm going to need to answer this. Now, removing the ECU, there's a little tab down there. You just need to get a screwdriver in there, just wedge it out of the way like so. Just pull it out, because it clips around that bit there on the ECU, and then you just need to give it a little wiggle. It's easy as that. One ECU removed. Just look at the state of it in there. It's well overdue a clean. I mean, it will clean up, but blimey, there is a lot of mess. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove everything down the side here, just to make easier access when it comes to taking the engine out. Now, I've made a start on this already, but one of the bolts is threaded, so that cracked. Car's been pretty tampered about with beforehand, by the looks of it. See how many bodge jobs we uncover. We'll soon find out. Right, so yeah, I'm going to remove everything from the side there, get all the wiring out of the way, get everything removed from the side here. I like to make as much room as possible, because it's just a case of undoing the drive shaft, the exhaust manifold, the downpipe on the exhaust, and the bolts on the engine mounts. Right, so what I'm doing at the moment is I'm just disconnecting all the wires from the side here to the engine, taken the earth, disconnected that, and disconnected one side of the engine loom, so that's all free. Now, just need to disconnect from there, disconnect the cable there. That side's then pretty much free. A few other cables there, and then it's on to this side. Now, they were an absolute nightmare to get off, so I've just ended up cutting them. Not going to be using that anyway, so that doesn't matter. What else have I been doing? I drained the power steering fluid from there. See that there. So yeah, we're just slowly but surely working our way through getting this out. Now what I'm going to do is just get the rest of this side cleaned up, disconnect the rest of the wires from this side. I need to disconnect the power steering pipe there. It's down, I think it's a 17, pretty sure it's 17 down there. I need to unbolt that. And then it's just a case of taking this wiring loom out. Now I've got to get behind, disconnect the down pipe, do the drive shafts, the dog bone mount at the back underneath the engine, unbolt these 2 bolts there, and then once we get into there would be another 2 disconnect from there. So yep, I'm just going to crack on and work my way through it. Right, so we've removed one of the looms completely. If you look there, that connects onto the ECU. We've disconnected the other loom there. That's now free from the chassis. All the pipes down here look to be disconnected from, apart from that, we need to disconnect that there. Power steering has been disconnected. Just got heater matrix pipes to disconnect there. Got the down pipe to disconnect, and drive shafts. Everything's connected there. Air con pipes disconnected. But yeah, so I think we're pretty much disconnected. What we need to do now is just unbolt those things I've just mentioned, and then she should be pretty much ready to come out. Let's have a look. Ooh. Yeah, that's the current state of it at the moment. All along there. All done there. So far it's been reasonably easy unbolting everything. I've come across a few issues, one being the battery tray. I had to yank that out, ended up breaking it because that bolt was rounded underneath. You see it wiggling there, but it's just not moving. This does have a short shifter on it, so we'll definitely be keeping that. If I can bolt that onto the new gearbox whenever I get that, then I will certainly be using that. What else? Just the dirt. It's unbelievable. So it's in need of a good clean all round. I've disconnected this. I don't have a clue what that is. Probably some sort of vacuum system maybe. I don't know. I'm not familiar with the diesel engines. Just need to disconnect that as well. But yeah, we're slowly but surely getting there. What I'll do is I'll get the drive shafts disconnected, I'll disconnect everything else, and then I'll come back in and we'll get the crane set up, and then hopefully we can get this engine out. Not hopefully, we will be getting this engine out. See you in a sec. Right, okay, so I've disconnected the drive shafts. That one's now free. I have, I don't know if I'm able to see it, I've disconnected the exhaust down pipe. I've disconnected the drive shaft, and I've also unbolted dog bone mount there. You see now it's sort of pivoting. So what I'm going to do now is I'll also take in the gear linkage off, disconnected that. Now what I'm going to do is set up the engine crane and get some rope get it properly secured, and then we can go about unbolting the engine mount. So you see there, look, I don't think that's original, but yeah, I'll get myself set up. Then what I'll do is I'll put it on the tripod and show you guys me taking this engine out, what the plan of action is to get it set up. Then what I'm going to do is drop the engine and sort of pull it out, because the space is pretty tight here. That's the plan of action. Right, so got the engine crane out now. What I'm going to do is just set this up, get it into position, hook it up to the engine, and hopefully it should come out. Right guys, so I've got the engine crane now set up. I don't know if this could be enough rope. Just cutting the engine and the gearbox as well, so I'm probably just going to redo that, to be fair, because I'm not happy with how that looks. I don't know where else I can attach the rope to at the back, because that's at the front, so it didn't go like that in the full. How are we going to do this? Right. Right. Oh. Okay, so that's still stuck on something. On that, these gloves are rubbish. What I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to remove these engine mounts, just so I can jack it up, because they're actually, yeah, I'm just going to remove them. The other side off. Right, so I just had a quick look, because it seems to be getting caught on the downpipe. I've actually forgotten to take the nut off, so it's always one, but we'll get that done now. Need to locate where that is, and then all being well, we should come off. And there it is. Right. Wow. There we go. So Now I think you guys will agree with me that this is well overdue a clean. Wow. All that. Subframe would be coming off. We'll be removing that downpipe, since it's knackered anyway. Drive shaft. Oh. Yeah, all that's going to be cleaned up there. Absolutely everything. So what we're going to do in a later video is strip the rest of this engine bay down, get everything off of it, and just go to town on it, giving it a good clean. See how well we can bring it back. And there we have it. Now the fun starts. The plan now is to get everything off and give it a good thorough clean. I think that's sort of first in line, because I can't work a bit like that. So the engine is now going to be up for sale. I think there is a leak on the turbo somewhere. Seen better days, but I'll be advertised. With the engine now removed, we can strip the rest. Like I said, we can strip the rest of what's in the engine bay there. We can then drop the subframe, work our way to the back to the rear axle. Then we can start stripping underneath. Now I just want to apologise for it taking so long to get this engine out, with work commitments and family commitments, etc. With over Christmas and stuff, it's a bit of a busy time. So we're now back at it. So rest assured, we're going to be in full swing in regards to this. Now I may have bought another project car that will be revealed in due course. But that's all for today in regards to the Mark IV. Guys, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to click the bell icon. That will then notify you when I next upload a video. And if you're not following us already on Instagram, I'll put a link in the description below. That's Car Trader Diaries. If you like the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. It all helps. But that's all for today. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.